despite watching numerous videos, spinning countless hours, practicing sounds, you've got two wheels, trying and again. Introducing MAMBA, a tiny, wide-gap 2x1 with a pixel gap stability bunker. For this build, the aim was to create something cheap, easily expandable, and with a decent shooting floor. The two turrets cover the majority of the compound, with space for more if you wish. Going through the front door, you'll be met with 3 shotgun traps, hidden down here to prevent door campers. Moving on to the second floor, there are furnaces in the floor, lockers in the walls, enough space for 2 beds and 2 large loot rooms. Dropping down here, there's space for a mixing table. You can substitute this area for a vending machine, as I'll show in the tutorial. Here is the pixel gap bunker. The only way to open it is to place a roof down here, which recalculates the stability and destroys this tile. To replace the tile, remove the roof first. Dropping down into the core, you have space for 6 large boxes, furnaces, bags, and a level 3. On the third floor, we have 2 unusable loot rooms, beds, and the battery. Running out this door will bring it out onto the shooting floor. Out here, there are so many great angles to peek from, you'll easily be controlling the area. You can even jump up on these siren lights to peek up onto the roof. Going back inside and up the ladder hatch brings us out onto the roof. No wind turbines up here, just a couple of turrets, solar panels, and space for heli parking. Here, you can see the build cost and upkeep for the base. In this design, I tried my hardest to keep it under 4K each, and only went slightly over budget in order to make the base the best it could be. If you're interested in raid costs, check the description. For the starter, you can build the 2x1 any way you like, as long as the triangle airlock is on the side. I like to leave the inside door frame wood, so I can swap it out for a garage door later. The frame in the middle has to be metal to squeeze in all the boxes. Substitute a box for a bag if you're a duo. From this point, I'll be building everything in first person and in the final materials. Later in the build, I'll grade the core like so, with HKM walls and ceilings. Now to expand and build the bunker, place a triangle foundation here and upgrade. Put down a triangle, square, and a triangle on the side, then remove the first 2. From this foundation, build out by another 16 triangles. Don't worry about high and low terrain. On the final triangle, place a square. Now remove these triangles, place a square, and repeat. We do it this way so the squares don't connect to the triangles, so you still have building privilege to easily destroy them. Doing this will create a tiny gap between the foundations. Don't worry, they're still connected to the same TC. I'll grade the final square and remove the build-up. Now place another foundation with the roof and build around it. Put a door here if you want a vending machine. It's very important to place 2 half walls here for the bunker to work. Later in the build, I'll grade this wall to metal and rotate it. Build a roof entrance here. You can seal it with a wood triangle for now if you like. This triangle tile must be attached to the 2 half walls. You can do this by simply looking directly at them. Upgrade to stone and confirm the lines are pointing this way. If not, the bunker won't work. Now, place the roof used to open the bunker. Put a triangle frame where the bunker seals. As there are 2 sockets here, the frame prevents you from placing it in the wrong socket. Remove the roof to seal the bunker. Replace to reopen. If you have any problems placing some pieces, try another angle. Put a ramp down here to prevent the foundation from being soft-sided. If you make it metal, you can't open the bunker. Replace the door with a vending machine and build the loot room. Now the bunker is finished, wrap the base in honeycomb. Place a square foundation and a triangle floor as a jump up. After that, complete the second floor. Put a single or a double door on the entrance for now. Putting metal ramps here will prevent anyone from entering the base from behind. When you're ready, expand the entrance like so. I found building it in this order was easier. To put furnaces in the floor, first, this triangle frame must be twig. Remember to lock your lockers and upgrade the wall behind it. Build the ramp facing this way to get the best coverage for the shotgun traps. After a lot of testing, I found that this is the best placement for them, even though they can be destroyed with grenades. If you have a better idea, I'd love to hear it. On the roof, add another piece of honeycomb here. Because of the pixel gapping, it's important to place a window here and attach a square frame to it to prevent any building errors later. Finish the rest of the roof peak ups, and then do the same for the other side, for the sake of symmetry. Seal in the rest of the floor. Build an exit to the roof on one side. And then a way out to the shooting floor on the other. Build loot rooms on either side. Remember to lock the boxes before sealing them in. I put a locker here, but you should really swap it for your battery. Now to build the externals and compound. First, build up by 3 triangles and 3 squares. Remove all the foundations except for the last square, and then build back towards the base with this pattern. Don't worry about upgrading anything yet. To make the connection as cheap as possible, remove these parts and replace them with 2 squares. Upgrade the last square to metal. This will form the gatehouse. Now to build a disconnectable external, designed by Mr. Man and Mini Satori. Build a pattern of foundations exactly like this, avoiding the last 2. We must place 2 half walls for the mechanism to work. Remove the twig, but not the gatehouse. Finish the entrance and connect it to the external. If your main TC gets destroyed, you can replace it by disconnecting the externals like so. Repeat the same process on the other side of the base. For the wide gap, rebuild the centre if it's decayed. On the side where the honeycomb is missing, build a pattern of foundations until you can place this triangle and upgrade it. Because the honeycomb is in the way, on this side the pattern is different, but the end result is the same. These lone triangles only connect when the wide gap is completed, so hurry up and finish it. Now you can add the honeycomb here. Repeat the same process on the other side. I'm showing it to you again as the base is mirrored, so the process is the opposite. Now add the frames to support the shooting floor. The ones closest to the base should be upgraded to metal. Do the same for both sides. For the floors, place triangles first, then attach the squares to them, but only upgrade the triangles, not the squares. When finished, build the window frames. Now the squares can be removed and attached to the base instead. This gives much better peeking angles than if attached to the wide gap. After that, complete the roof peak-ups. And embrasures add wall frames to peak-ups to increase stability when sealing the roof. Build roofs here to protect the turrets, then place the ceiling tiles. Complete the roof of the base with a low wall on either side to protect the solar panels. Then place triangle roofs on each corner. Attach one to a square and one to the window like so. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.